from my previous Hotfix testing videos, many viewers left the same comment like this one. With all due respect, Foxy, you didn't test what happens if they get destroyed. You only tested what happens if they are manually removed. Indeed. So in this video, I'm gonna do a further testing. What if they simply get destroyed during combat? If not, then is there a way to help us not to lose our upgraded components and ship weapons, especially those looted from the contested zones? I also want to find out if we can make copies of these ship weapons and components. And I don't care if people keep calling me duping or not. I want to find this out. So let's get right on with it. So last night, my friends and I went to raid SPK again, and outside SPK, we found an abandoned FAC Lightning. It's an executive hangar FAC Lightning, and on that ship, we looted 4 NDB 30 and 2 NDB 28, and this is my very first time got the NDB 28 repeaters in the 4.0 patch. So I'm gonna see if I can utilize these weapons. Okay, first thing, let's see. These are the looted weapons. So I'm gonna flush the elevator. Let's see if it can be saved into my inventory or not. So flushing it now. Okay, now I'm gonna check my inventory. Weapons. Oh, they are saved. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 NDB 30 and 2 NDB 28. So they are saved into my local inventory. Oh, never mind. This is not the Hotfix server. It's 9473886. Well, glad I checked. 6145. So EU40 is a Hotfix server. Alright, let's go test this in this server. Okay, now this is my F7A Horde Mark II, and this ship is equipped with 6 Singe 3 tachyon cannons. I equipped this loadout in one of the pyro stations, I think it's at Obituary, and I just reclaimed the ship at New Babbage. And looks like all my tachyon cannons are still here. When you reclaim a ship, I did not do any repair. I did not damage or lose any of my weapons. I simply reclaimed the ship. So this is my second F7A Horde Mark II, and this ship is equipped with 6 NDB 30 repeaters, and I just reclaimed it into my New Babbage hangar. So I'm gonna retrieve this one. So if you've watched my previous video about the Hotfix testing part 2, then you know that this ship is the exactly same ship I used for testing yesterday. So yesterday I stripped off all the NDB 30s on this ship and did a repair, and all my weapon went back to stock weapon. After that, I didn't do anything else. So today I simply reclaimed the ship, and all the NDB 30 repeater loadout came back on the ship after reclaiming it. So let's try this again. I'm gonna unlock the ship port and then strip off all the NDBs and then do a repair for the ship. And it will cost me 410k, almost $500,000. Look at that. So my stock weaponry came back for the ship. So what I'm gonna do is to self-destruct the ship right now and then reclaim it. Let's see if it will go back to NDB or not. Okay, so it says on pad, but I can reclaim this one. So let's reclaim this F7A. Expedite it. Retrieve the ship again. Oh wow. My NDB 30 repeaters came back on my ship without me paying a penny. I simply just paid the expedited fee for reclaiming the ship. And technically, if I can wait, I don't even have to pay a penny in order to get back 6 more NDB repeaters. Before the Hotfix, I will be willing, and I always do, pay to repair to get more of the NDB repeaters or whatever upgraded weapon that I want. But right now, we are forced to reclaim the ship. This is the real duplication. Before the practice that we did by paying the price to repair to get more of the weapons is not a legit duplication, but right now we are forced to become the real dupers. We are forced to do legit duplications As far as ship weapon and components is concerned, I believe the components is the same thing. Because there is no other choice. If we want to get more rare weapons, for example, NDB 30, the only way we could do this is to keep reclaiming our ship. And to answer the viewer's question, I am going to damage or destroy this weapon right here and then do a repair. Let's test that. Can I damage this weapon? Oh, I don't think I can damage this weapon. Oh, yes. Nice. Destroy that wing. Okay, now do a repair. Oh, cannot repair. I cannot repair my ship. I think something's wrong with my pad. I cannot repair in my hangar. So let's fly out. Let's go to Port Tresla to repair this. Okay, land here. Do a repair. Oh. If one of your weapons gets destroyed, do not do a repair. If you have upgraded weapons, they will give you the stock weapon back. So as you can see, the only way right now to get your upgraded ship loadout back is by simply self-destruct the ship if your weapon get destroyed during combat. There's just no other way. This is not a hot fix, this is the hot mess. It discourages the ship repairing gameplay. You don't pay the repair cost anymore. You're gonna create more insurance fraud. So as we can see from this test, right now the only way if you get more of these rare looted ship weapons is through insurance fraud. This is a true duplication. And if your weapon is destroyed during combat, you have to abandon your ship. Remember CIG was saying during CitizenCon, 90% of the reclaimed ships are not destroyed but abandoned by players. So what CIG is doing here not only encourages the real, legit duplication, but also will increase insurance fraud and will also increase the amount of the abandoned ships all over the verse. Believe me when I say this, I am not that righteous in a video game. Before this hotfix, I always pay to get more rare weapons for my ship. I do repair my ship. You can ask my friends most of the time. Sometimes I do destroy the ship because I cannot repair on my pad. But most of the time, if I can repair, I pay the amount of money to get those weapons back in order to duplicate them. But right now, I am forced to do legit duplication without paying a penny or just paying the expedited fees for my ship. Especially with my NDB 28 and NDB 26, which the 85X, you can equip 2 NDB 28 and 2 NDB 26. And guess what? Reclaiming the Origin 85X is instant. You only pay less than 1000 AUEC to expedite it. So this is a perfect ship to duplicate NDB 26 and NDB 28. Okay, so I just came back to the old server. This server is not the Hotfix server. I want to try this again. Let's do a little comparison. So I want to make a few copies of NDB 26 and NDB 28. And now in the old server, you have the option to create insurance fraud by destroy the ship and then get those weapons back without paying a penny. But I'd rather prefer to repair 70k for these weapons. This seems more legit to me. This is the practice I always use for duplicating ship weapons and FPS weapons when it's allowed. Because personally, I don't even have the time, even though I play Star Citizen every day, but I don't even have the time to loot every single of these repeaters from contested zone. And besides, most of the time, they don't even work. The elevators in the contested zone are busted. You can't even take these weapons out, even you find them. So I'd rather pay to get these weapons back instead of creating the real insurance fraud. This seems to me a more legit way. So just to repair 2 NDB 28 repeaters will cost me 48k, so 24k AUEC for 1 NDB 28. This is a very good gameplay. Personally, I believe. You pay for those weapons. So I think what CIG should do is to simply increase the amount for these weapons. You can even increase them to 480k. I don't mind, because that will enhance gameplay. We have to do a lot of missions in order to make that amount of money in order to get those weapons if you want to duplicate them. But you duplicate them with a consequences. The consequences right now is AUEC before crafting materials and vehicle warranties comes into play. At that time, it will cost materials to replenish, repair, and also you need to get the blueprint for it. It'll be more fun when it comes to that, because you have to gather materials, gather blueprint. You have to do a lot of things in order to craft a weapon that you want. But as of right now, we don't have that system yet. And basically, what the Hotfix did is to completely eliminate paying for your weapon. Instead of paying, but you actually have to commit insurance fraud to get those weapons. Is that really a fix? And the same thing for these NDB30 repeaters from my Hornet Mark II. If I repair them, it will cost me 320k to replenish 6 of them. And that's 53,000 AUEC for each of these weapons. Again, instead of creating insurance fraud, I really want to pay to replenish these weapons, including FPS weapons. So every single weapon you're looking at right here in my hangar, I paid for every single one of them in this server. In the previous server for my test, I did not pay. Those are created purely by insurance fraud. But the weapon you're looking here, I paid every single one of them. Okay, now I want to equip this weapon for my FAC Lightning. I think the current problem is a few viewers left in the comment when they try to equip the weapon on their ship. First of all, I can confirm that in the new Hotfix patch, once you fire all your missiles, when you repair the ship or even reclaim the ship, the missile do not restock. So you have to go to your mobiGlas to equip those missiles one by one from your mobiGlas or manually attach it to your ship missile port. And now, if I simply equipped the NDB from my vehicle loadout manager, okay, for NDB30, save loadout, go back, and then go check my loadout again. Oh, I think they got saved to my loadout. But this does not happen in the Hotfix patch. I tried it. It will go back to default weapon. So all these weapons, you cannot just use your mobiGlas. You would have to bring the ship up physically in your hangar and manually attach those weapons. So in the end, are we making things better or making things worse with this hotfix? Is this a hotfix or a hot mess? I will leave it to you to answer these questions. As I often say in my videos, hold the line. But right now I realized this is only half of the story. The other half is hold your wallet. See you guys in the next one.